February was a fantastic month for investors. The NASDAQ jumped about 5%. The S&P gained roughly 4.5%, and the Dow almost 2%. Not bad for 1 month in the market. Let's check in now with Dr. B of Verified Investing. You are a real emergency room doctor turned trader. Nice to have you on the show for the first time. What do you think about the lofty levels in the stock market?
Angela, thanks for having me. First of all, so I'm taking a look at the S&P 500. That's kind of what I look at every day, and that really drives the markets, right? Every stock kind of trades around the S&P, and right now it's at all-time highs. Actually, we've had 15 up weeks out of the past 17, and if you look back over the past 100 years, very rarely do you see that type of move in the S&P 500. I'm also taking a look at some other equities really that are at all-time highs. And when the markets are at highs like this, you actually look to short the market. Never do I want to bet against the American economy, or American companies that are great companies. But Nvidia, for example, that's been an unbelievable run on that stock, and eventually gravity will set in, reality will set in. There's been a lot of irrational exuberance in that stock, and at some point there will be selling. So I'm actually looking to short Nvidia right now. I'm also looking to short the S&P 500, looking for about a 10% pullback in both Nvidia and the S&P 500.
When you talk about shorting, explain what you mean.
Sure. So in general, you can go long a company. So that's buying shares of a company, hoping that it will go up. And you can also go short, or borrowing shares to sell. And if the price goes down, you can actually make money that way. So you can make money in both ways in the markets.
Do you think there could be a bigger drop in store for Nvidia beyond 10%?
Sure. So the S&P is up. I'm looking for about a 10% drop on the S&P. Nvidia is up almost 500% since I think fall of 2022. So I'm looking for probably close to a 25-30% drop on Nvidia. Yeah.
And maybe that becomes a buying opportunity. Thank you, Dr. B, for coming on our show.
Thank you very much.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.